you know what? I've had some good experiences. I'm grateful. Like, I'm not going to do any suffering bullshit. I woke up at about 5, you know, when you're in between that state, right? At the sky, I can actually still see them. Okay, that was actually a dream vision. That was a dream vision. This writing was waking. It was a waking moment writing. So very different things, and those that have had these experiences, they know that there's a huge difference between the two. So if I rewind a little bit more, they were talking about, these two females were talking about the sun and the color. Now, I had changed. Before that, I said, you know, just stop putting out energy hits on Facebook, whatever energy hits you get. So I was making little stories, which I just discovered how to do that. I don't even know how to do that. But so the colors that were coming to me were green, but it was a specific green. And I was telling my buddies, oh, I need green curtains. I need green. And I was just eating this green, and it was in my being, and I was seeing it and living it and being it. And it was a certain green. It wasn't a mint green. It was like a baby green. And so I went through my channel. I was like, I'm not going to look for curtains. I'm just going to do something else with this green. I have to. So if you look on my channel, you'll see that it's green, that I picked. And my channel is called Blue Angel, and blue has always been my color. It's always been the blue ray. It's always been blue. And for some reason, I had to have this green. And so I did my whole channel over, and I use this green. So if you go to my channel, you'll see all the thumbnails green. The logo is that baby green. And then about a week after that is when these two women came across my path. I never heard of them before. And someone I but someone I'm connected with on Facebook shared them, and I went to check them out. And I didn't know that that's what they were going to say in the interview. I was just listening to like what they were saying about the incoming frequencies and rays of the sun. So what they said was, we're going to know when the alignment is right, because with our naked eye, we're going to be able to see the green. And I was like, what? And then the woman starts explaining the green. She's like, and it's not just any green. It's not a mint green. No, it's a bit. And that's the same journey I had mentally in my psyche in finding this green for my channel. Will I change the color? I don't know. But that lined up. And so now this writing on the wall, this experience lined up. And I'm probably saying it all out of context, but this is the way that it happened. So now 2 weeks after I see the writing all over my room, right? Then I told you the tree, saw the writing there. Today I saw the writing there. It's about, maybe it's more than 2 weeks. I don't know. Time is just lost. But anyway, it's not lost. It's never here. But anyway, so I'm just looking at all of these moving parts and some non-moving. And I don't know exactly what it means. But also the sun. There's another photo. That's what I want to say. There's another photo on Facebook about the sun, and it's across the pyramid. And I don't know if it's a doctored image or not, but it looks genuine. But it's the sun, and it has concentric rings of pink, gold, blue, and it's actually the sun. And so what my buddy that posted it said she got from Spirit, she said a comment that the sun is in 𝗏𝒍, and in 𝗏𝒍 means between life and death. Okay, I like to say 𝗏𝒍. maybe it's 𝗏𝒍, but I like to say 𝗏𝒍. But that's in between life and death. And I'm telling you, this thing that I had with this body, it was definitely between life and death. I was like, Spirit, you know what? I've had some good experiences. I'm grateful. Like, I'm not going to do any suffering bullshit. You can, let's do the merge thing, and let's just, call me home, whatever that means. And I was just like, it was really intense. It was really, really, really intense. And I felt like I was in between life and death. And I know that when something's dying spiritually, it's also a rebirth. So I felt like I was rebirthing at the same time that I was saying it's okay to go. So I don't know what it's rebirthing into. I have no idea. I have no idea what the change means. I know there's so much change coming. I don't know what the change looks like. I don't know what the change means. Like my buddy that got the hit from spirit, that she was told the sun is in 𝑏𝒍𝒂𝒄𝒆, which means between life and death. Well, that makes a lot of sense to me, for the journey that I've had recently with this physical body. So all of these pieces, from the dark crystal alignment to the photo of the planet alignment to the sun and those beautiful colors emanating from it against the pyramid. Like I said, I'll do my best to put the links below. So anyone having these experiences, they can check out the links and see what's going on for them and see if they get any energy hits, if they get pinged, as I like to call it. Because, the DNA, it'll ping when something becomes unlocked. It will ping. So I don't know. There's not really any way to put this. I'm not looking for a place to put it. I know it's moving parts, but whatever it's going to mean to someone is going to mean to someone. This is the thing about spirit. It's very simple. Spirit is very simple, very concise, very precise. And sometimes, though, the way that messages are conveyed to us or information is conveyed to us can be very erratic, because spirit isn't dealing with time. So I may get something from 2 weeks ago. Someone may get something from, tomorrow. I may get a piece in 3 days. Someone might 4 days. But it's good for us to share, because if we're getting the same kind of hits, like that hit on that the sun is in 𝑏𝒍𝒂𝒄𝒆, between life and death, that makes so much sense, because all I can feel, and I don't think it's the book I'm writing now, Metamorphosis. I don't think that's it. I've been sensing for a long time a rebirth, a new, and I've been intending the new. Like, that's one of the intentions I have set. And I said that a while back, moons ago, for the new, to get out of this whole loop. That's why Dream Spell, that my previous book is the subtitle is Break the Wheel, because we're just regurgitating crap over and over and over again. And we're not introducing anything new to the wheel. So, it's time to break the wheel. We need to introduce new. And I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know what the change is going to look like. But I really feel, even before the whole pandemic, that we're birthing the new. I feel that we're birthing the new. And it's being birthed through us, like I always say. And, all of these pieces, like, I wouldn't dare come to you and say, hey, people, guess what? I have all the answers, so listen to me. No, like that. I created this channel so that I could share, and those that relate, or not, or whether we talk or not, we're connecting. We're already interconnected. We're already connected energetically. Everything is connected. And so by me putting it out there, I feel it gives all of us that are, plugged into source, if you will, organic frequencies, divine frequencies, that it gives us a better opportunity to bring our awareness to that connection and fortify it, And I've been getting these feelings of, and I feel like it's part of the so-called death rebirth cycle. Like right now, my eyes are tearing up a little, because I'm feeling the death of something, and I feel like this new is wonderful. It also has cost a lot to so-called die. I'll just use that word for now. And those that have left us, left the physical, they're not gone anywhere. I know that. Life doesn't die. Life is life, and life doesn't die, so to speak. There's appearances and disappearances. And I know that for the change, and I'm not saying this to be a doomsayer or anything like that. I'm just keeping it real, what comes to me. And there's a lot that will be, wiped away in this transition. As we're transitioning into the new, there's going to be a lot that's wiped away. The one and it brings a really profound, a really profound sadness. Not to worry, because to birth something new, the old, so-called old, has to be released. So we're cycling through. We're cycling, and we're okay. We're okay. We just have to continue to ready our hearts. We miss our loved ones. And we know that they are life eternal as we are. And we know that life eternal is nothing but love. And it adds to the collective here for us to help move us on, to move us forward into the new. And so I thank all those who have disappeared from physical reality, if you will. This isn't reality, but I thank all of you. And yes, they can hear me. And I thank all of you for your contribution, your continued contribution to light, and to the love and the light that we are. So it is a time to rejoice. It's a time to get back to nature. It's a time to really plug into being authentic. And, I'll probably get banned for the next thing I'm going to say, so I won't say it. Just be true to you. Be authentic. And the gifts, the natural gifts that you have, trust them. Trust your intuition. Trust your discernment. Trust what your eyes, your heart, your mind, trust what your direct experience is showing you, not what anybody else is saying, okay? Including what I'm sharing here. If it resonates, great. And if it lifts someone, that's even better. If it touches someone, I love that. So take good care. I don't know what's going to be next. More signs, more symbols. And I was pulling some cards. I have my Starseed Oracle deck that I got. I didn't think I was going to like it, and I actually really like it. So I might pull that card today. But yeah, pull your cards. Connect with your angels of light. They're all aspects of the beauty of what you are. All of your angels. And they live in no other place except your heart. So, and love and a light to all the angels of light, that are contributing to the new and to the forward. I am embodied as the vibration of an earth angel. It's not as mystical as people think that it is. And so those listening, it's time to say so. It's okay to say so. It doesn't matter what people think. Doesn't matter how they look at you. And whatever ideas people have of angels or angels of light in their consciousness, that's for them. But the point is that it's important to tell the truth now. So, yeah. I know there's many earth angels. I could name some, but I don't know if they would appreciate that. I don't really care what anybody thinks. And the more light that I can bring to this in being authentically ourselves, the more I'm going to do that. And hopefully I get that point across in my next book, Metamorphosis, about being authentic and the transformation that can happen for us when we are. and for our others, and for the world, so-called world. So I don't know. That's it for now, guys. But I'll leave you with the writings on the wall. The writing is on the wall. Pay attention to your signs and wonders. Much love. Thank you for sharing this time. Be well.
Bringing light to the realm.